Welcome to episode 224 of Wise Advice. Good to see you here tonight. I'll give you a second to get in, get settled, and then we'll talk about you and what's going on in your wellness journey and how you're trying to be better. Dina checks in first on Instagram. Good evening to you. Let's see who checks in first. Lee, of course, on Facebook. No doubt. Makes perfect sense. And then YouTube waiting for someone there. Mandy's checking in. Good evening to both of you. So we'll get started here. We're going to take about 10, 15 minutes just to catch up and say hello to everyone. And then once everyone gets in, get settled, then we'll record episode 224 live. I'll let you watch the recording, and then I'll cut it up later and then put it in the app later this evening. So Corey's checking in. Good evening to you. Let's see. So Angela is here from Southern Indiana. Good evening to you. Stephen Cross. Woohoo! Good to see you, sir. It's been a while. He sure has. Betty checking in from Idaho. Patty in from Chicago. Marsha's here on Instagram. Let's see who we have over on Facebook. Looks like Lisa's here. Lisa, can you look? Lisa, look. Can you see it? Lisa sent that. But I'm blocking it 90% of the time, so... But cool, Lisa, good evening to you. Emma's here, hello. Cheryl, good evening from Virginia. Becky, hello from Colorado Springs. Los Angeles, Jessica checks in on YouTube. Good evening to you. Jan is here. Karen is here from Long Island. Debbie checks in from Rockford, Illinois. Good evening to you. Jeff checks in from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Good evening, sir. Denver, it's almost halftime. Woohoo, yeah. I'm not following any sports. Well, I mean, I went to the Colts game this weekend, but I don't really get too passionate about sports anymore. Kind of lost my mojo there. Diane, good evening to you. Good talking with you today. Diane and I had a great little chat this afternoon, just catching up. You know, every once in a while, we just need to talk on the phone. So Diane and I had a great opportunity to do that today, so I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Carrie checks in from Charleston. Good evening to you. Kelly from Sarasota. Dennis, sorry. Dennis, what's up? Good to see you, sir. Hope all is going well. I haven't talked to you in a long time. Hope all is going well. Keith checking in from New York City. Missouri checks in. Wendy, you'll be here in a little over a month, right? Woo! Beautiful hills of Southern Indiana. Lori's checks in. Good evening. Phoenix, Arizona, Alice is here. Happy to have you. Let's see, Lee from Arkansas, good evening. Let's see, Amy says, hi everyone, a quick check-in while I watch Monday Night Football. We'll listen tomorrow morning. Yep, I know, Monday Night Football, you know, Monday Night Football, Fat Dag, Monday Night Football, Fat Dag. It makes perfect sense to me, but you do what you got to do. Kelly checks in from Wisconsin. I think I got you. Pat checks in from Ohio. Lisa, there's a chat box. Cool, Lisa. Very cool. Are we confirmed for DC? Still working on the final details. I'm just waiting to make my flight arrangements. So plan on something Saturday morning because I'm speaking Sunday morning. So Saturday morning will be the race. I was looking at the, I got 3 different options. I'm trying to weigh the best based on all that travel stuff. So very cool. Robin's here from Dayton, Ohio. Susie checks in. Look, come on. You know you love it, right? I know I love it. I didn't know you were going to be here, but this is the red band. Totally rocks. Love the red band. Let's see. Jennifer from Baton Rouge. Ronaldo checks in from Hagerstown, Maryland. Good evening to you. California. Jane is here. Susan's here. You always skip me. I did not skip you. I didn't see you. But good to see you. Thanks for being here. It's raining in Phoenix, says Paige. Minneapolis, Melissa's here. 3rd week in maintenance. Rockin' maintenance so far. Good evening. Colorado Springs, Pamela's here. Patricia checks in from Bloomington. Good evening. Let's see. Kristen says, hey there, I can't watch, have to work. That's okay. You can watch in the morning. You can watch the replay. Very fun. Cleveland checking in. Corinne is here. Peg is here. Mandy says, thank you for the nice support on Saturday. I appreciate all you do. You bet. So for those of you who don't know and aren't following along, Mandy had an amazing, awesome graduation ceremony. So she graduated this weekend. So luckily, so I'll be honest with you, I have a couple people that helped me remind me of key dates. Back when you told me when it was, I had someone put it on my calendar. And so I just keep an eye on my calendar. So that's right, Mandy's graduating. And then, of course, your Facebook post blew up. So that was kind of fun. Dina's over on Instagram. So, Lori, if you're looking for Dina, she's over on Instagram tonight. So that makes sense over there. Harper Penny, good evening to you. Saying hi to Keith as well. Let's see. Colette is here. Karen saying hi to Crazy Diane. Let's see. Lake Elsinore, California. Renee is here. Very fun. Dennis says my Bears already won, so I'm glad. Yeah, the Patriots won this weekend. The Colts, I was at the Colts game. The Colts didn't exactly win, but it was an amazing game. A lot of controversy on whether or not they should have gone for it on 4th and 4. I always think you should go for it on 4th and 4. Go for it. Play to win. Lila is here from Rapid City, South Dakota. Debbie from Connecticut. Very fun. Let's see. Alice, I never watch football, so you always. I completely agree. I love it. Stockton, California. Dana's here. Let's see. Scrolling through. Pamela says football on TV, fat dag on the tablet. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, cool. Let's see. Scrolling through. Cheryl is here. Woohoo! Good to see you. Jamie's here. Kristen says, crazy week. I'll listen at some point this week. I get it. Donna is here from Kentucky. Good evening to you. Debbie from Connecticut. Good evening. Judy says, I'm back from vacation. Did you miss me? Yes. Yes. I hope your vacation was awesome. That's the whole reason to go on vacation. Jamie says, Colts versus the Patriots on Thursday. Yeah, I know. I would love to be in Foxborough Thursday night for that, but I have a wellness workshop I have to attend, so it's okay. It's okay. Mandy. Actually, it's Heather that adds it for me, but yes, Heather adds it to my calendar. Alicia, hello. Good evening to you. Keith says, I'm going to get that new band for the steel guitar. So, yeah, so look, Keith, they came with this one. This is the black band, but I took the black one off and I have the red one. I like the red better, but it's nice is this thing has I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a little pin. You can swap the band out in like 2 seconds. So I'll keep both bands. And so the days that it's not appropriate to wear the red band, I will certainly go and wear the black one. So cool. Yeah, and so shameless plug, right? So the Withings is back. So go to fatdag.com, click on the Withings logo, and that'll launch you to the Withings store, and then you can certainly purchase the scale, the blood pressure cuff, the thermometer. Right, Susie? Did I get it all? What am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing something. Becky says the copy of the notice I ordered came today. Just started it. It's so good already. I agree. It took me. I read that in like the one night. Lee says the rest of the planet calls soccer football. I agree. Christy's here. Good evening to you. Let's see what's up with that. Let's see. Okay, scrolling through. Yeah. The way, so you can get tickets. You're just going to pay an arm and a leg for them, and so, it's all good. I'd like to go, but, too much. Plus, I'm not there, so I have to fly up and fly back, and so no. Let's see. Puyallup. I think I got it right this time. Ta, but I don't know if I pronounced your front name right, but Puyallup. I think I got that on right this time. Susie, woohoo! Susie says you're on point. So, you guys know. I mean, I've loved this thing forever. I don't know if I can share it. Can you see like my? It's hard to tell, but the little this little hand right here is the step hand. You guys on Instagram can see it. So it tells you. So at a glance, you can tell how many steps. So I've gone around for the day already. Janine and I went for a walk after dinner. So very, very fun. Let's see. Scrolling through. Lisa's asking, anyone from Memphis? I don't know. All right, cool. Let's do episode 224. Let's get that in the books. Get you caught up. Lots going on here. I am, as you guys know, we're now 308 days. Is that what? Let's see. Am I? Yeah, 308 days until I officially retire from the military. I'll admit it's a little bit. It's coming like a freight train. So it used to think. I mean, used to think it was like forever from now, but now it's like coming right up. So 308 days, man. So we will. We'll get there. We'll find something fun to do when I retire. I promise you. We just got to stick together. We all got to get there, right? So let's do episode 224. Hopefully this time I remember to hit the record button. I'm going to put it in my show script, something along the lines of make sure you record it, because the last time I forgot to do it and it wasn't good. Not good. So, all right, are you guys ready for 224? Do you have your water ready? Cheers, right? Kathleen says time will fly and you'll be retired in no time. So it's not the retired part that I'm worried about. I know that's going to happen. It's the what am I going to do after part. It's kind of crazy. So I admit I was planning on staying in the military for another 3 or 4 more years. That was really my plan. And this thing's kind of developing in such a way where it actually makes sense for me to get out now. So I'll go ahead and do that. But I haven't really done really well with my transition strategy. So we're going to figure it out. So Donna says, push the button now and we'll cut it out later. So, all right. So we're recording, Donna. Thank you for that. Let's see. Lee says he got the water 5 minutes ago. Nice. Carolina says tour the country again. I would love to do that. So we need to get on this tour. We need to do I've been having fun on the international tour, a 5K a month, having a blast doing that. We need to find a better way to get it covered and paid for. Right, Susie? Hint. Cheers. Let's do this. Oh, that's a good one. Cheers. Karis, woohoo! I need to shoot you an email because there is let me see if I can find it. There was a post on Connect today. I'll shoot it to your email because I don't want to share it over here because I don't know if she wants to share it on Connect, but I found an Army major on Connect who just joined, and so I want you to reach out to her. So I will shoot you an email as soon as the show's done. If I forget, reshoot me an email, but I want you to reach out to this Army major who is there. She's just joined yesterday. So cool. Womback Up says, dang, I'm psyched, needed a dose of Fat Dag. Well, here it is. Let's do this. Episode 224. Are you ready? Man, hopefully this clears up. Let's do this. And we're recording, Donna, so thanks for reminding me. Looks like the audio looks pretty good. So, yeah, awesome. Here we go. I am your host, Fat Dag. You're listening to Wise Advice. My weight loss journey failed when I focused on how. It wasn't until I switched my focus to why that I truly transformed myself. Join the show on the web at fatdag.com and follow along on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all at Wise Advice. Send in your comments, your questions, your celebrations. I'll include them as part of the show. But before we dive in, remember, when you're out of points, stop eating points. Hey, I'm honored to be your wingman as we walk through this journey together because I believe in you. Well, hello. Welcome to episode 224 of Wise Advice. And it's always fun to hang out with you guys live on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram just before the show. it's kind of my favorite part is we really get a chance to, spend 10 minutes to go, 10, 15 minutes together, I should say, just kind of catching up and checking in. And it's such a cool community to see everybody coming in and saying hi to each other. Most people seem like they know each other, which is actually really, really kind of cool that we built this thing completely from the ground up. So if you haven't joined us live, certainly do that. Go to fatdag.com, click on the event calendar. That'll certainly tell you when the next live show is. Also, I tweeted out on the WhysAdvice Twitter account. You can follow me there to check it out. And then, of course, the best way to hear the show afterwards is in the WhysAdvice app. Go ahead and download that out of your app store. Leave a review if it asked you to. But that's all the way to get it. Otherwise, you can find it in Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio, where else, anywhere, Spotify is. So wherever you can find a podcast, we certainly are. But let's enough of that. Let's get right into your email. Stephanie writes in. She says, "Hey, Dag, I've been on a couple previous episodes, and I have to say, I now understand when you say you'll know what your goal is when you get that feeling of being at goal. I started November 2016 at 198.7 pounds, and almost 1 year to the day, I met my goal of 150. Well, 147.8 to be exact. I made it. I made it to goal, but it was a game to me. I'm highly competitive, so when I set my goal weight, it was just a number that I was chasing, just like you said. Then, because I didn't have a solid why, I started backsliding. I gained 11 pounds and was getting down on myself, and then my why happened. My 19-year-old, 6 foot, 220-pound son was joking with me, and I made a comment that I was halfway through my lifespan. I don't really remember the conversation before that, but I definitely remember his response. He got very somber and teary-eyed, and he said, "Don't say that, Mom. I need you here forever." That's my why. That's when I switched my plan back to the monthly pass. I wanted to get back to goal, but not the 150-pound goal I had picked for myself when I started. I'm searching for that feeling you tell me there is, the feeling of fulfillment that will happen. I'm enjoying my life, no pressure to stay at a number, just living and loving life, getting to goal, whatever that might be and whenever it may be. Gratefully, Stephanie, lifetimer at goal, but not at goal. Stephanie, I think you understand it now. How cool is that? And certainly your son gives you a wake-up call. I think our kids are awesome at doing that sometimes. They give us a little bit of a dose of reality sometimes, and it kind of wakes us up and goes, wait a minute, there's more to this than the game of satisfying a scale number. Now, you know me, I certainly love watching the data on the scale. I think it's very important. It is a key component to the wellness, but it's not 100% of the journey. That feeling of being at goal is the feeling that I want you to go after. That's the feeling of you're confident in your own skin. You love your life. You love who you are. You love what you developed. You're the healthiest version of you that you now can be. You have the ability to take control back to your life and actually bring some of those health benefits back. Now, certainly, the older we are, and as we creep up, the actual calendar, in years, some of those health benefits certainly start to dissipate a little bit. But that doesn't mean we can't keep trying to be the best version of us that we are at the time. I love that you set your goal at 150. I love that you said that it was just a game to you, and you recognize that. That's incredibly awesome to hear that you said, yeah, you recognize that you set this arbitrary number of 150, got down to 147.8, and mentally you said you beat it, kind of like beating a game, and then once you win, it's almost like it's no fun playing again. It's kind of like when you go to the dog track and you watch the dogs run around the track, they chase the rabbit. They say that the lead dog, if he ever catches a rabbit, he will never win again, because he realizes that the thrill is in the chase. So many of us get to that place in this life where the thrill is in watching the scale go down. And we can do that, and then when we catch the rabbit, we hit the goal, it's no fun anymore. And we give up because for so long, we were chasing the wrong thing. Being highly competitive is it's a gift. It's a gift that you can use in this journey, but the competition you now want to have is you want to now have that competition with yourself. Set some goals that certainly are rewarding for the health benefits that you want to obtain. Set some activity goals. Set some eating goals, but not necessarily a goal that directly aligns with the scale. We don't know what the numbers look like, and as you start adding muscle, as you start building a better life, the scale does certainly fluctuate. And I don't want you to beat yourself up for being a pound or two over when you're in the best shape of your life. I'm glad to hear that your son, at 19 years old, is wise beyond his years. Looked right at you and said, "Mom, I need you here forever." How cool is that? What an amazing life that you've given him, for him to recognize that and then to open your eyes to say, you know what, you should be there forever. So keep doing what you're doing. You will find the feeling that I'm talking about. That feeling certainly is fulfillment. It's enjoying life, not having pressure, not staring at a number, just waking up every day knowing that you are in control of your entire day. That's goal. That's what you're after, and you get to determine what that is, and you're going to know when you wake up, and that is your motivation to keep wanting to do it for your health, and do the fun things, and just kind of balance it all out. That is when you're going to be at goal for good. Stephanie, you can do this. I know you can, and I'm proud and honored to walk with you. Keep up the amazing work. Let's just keep seeing where it goes, and we'll end up wherever it ends up. So thank you for that. Next email, Lori writes in, says, "Hi, Mike. First off, I want to thank you for your service to both the military and the Weight Watcher community. You've been such a source of inspiration for me, and I can't thank you enough. I started my fourth, I think, and final time on September 26, 2017, weighing 248.6 pounds. My last try before this one was in 2012, and lost 85 pounds, and I kept it off for a bit. In 2015, I quit smoking, and little by little, the weight crept back on. When I felt like I had the no smoking under control, I decided to come back to Weight Watchers since it worked in the past. Our meetings were held at work, which was super convenient. I walk with your podcast in my ear and on my break at lunch every day, which works out to be about an hour a day, and I'm so inspired by you and this wonderful Connect community. I was debating when I was going to write to you, whether it was this milestone or reaching that one, and today was the day that decision was made. Are you ready for this? I have reached Wonderland. I haven't seen that number in years, and I was so happy I wanted to scream. I've lost 49 pounds even. 50 was my next milestone, which hopefully I will get next week, but I couldn't wait to write. I've had weeks where I gained and got mad at myself, but as long as you get right back on track, it all works out. The program works if you work it. I hope to be able to one day meet you and some of the Connect folks, but for now, just know that you all hold a special place in my heart. Thank you so much for all that you do, Lori. And Lori is Pats Fan 7611 on Connect. Lori, lots in your email to be proud of, and I want to walk through it step by step with you because I'm incredibly proud of you. Let's start with hitting Wonderland. We now call you Alice. Alice in Wonderland. Congratulations. Your name no longer is Lori. For as long as we're going to be around, we are certainly going to call you. We're going to call you Alice for that. So I want to kind of go skip around your email. I want to end or start where you ended. You said you had weeks where you gained and got mad at yourself. That's the piece that sticks out most for me. And I don't ever want any one of us to get in this journey where we get mad at ourselves. That makes no sense to me. And when I say I understand it, and there are probably times when I've thought it and done it, but I understand it's unhelpful behavior in this behavior modification we're working on. So I don't want you to get mad at yourself because what I want you to do is the person who's going to pull you out of this is you. And you don't want to be mad at yourself while then you now need to depend upon yourself to get you out of it. You don't want to be mad at the person responsible for your success. So I want you from this point forward to strike those terms from your record. I don't want you to ever think that you're mad at yourself. I don't want you to even be mad at yourself. You need you. You need you to pull yourself out. So I need you to do that. And you recognize that as long as you get right back on track, it works out. So just understand that. Understand that there will be times along the journey where you are certainly going to gain weight. That's just part of the process. And so knowing that's going to happen, be glad that it happened so that you actually can then work to reverse it and then continue to work it and getting whatever results you're looking for. You clearly know how to do this, right? 2012, you lost 85 pounds. You kept it off for quite a bit. So you certainly know, you have proof in your own journey. You start in a place where very few people are able to understand that, is that the success you've had is because of your ability to work it. You have lost 85 pounds. Whether you maintain it or not is irrelevant. But what is actually pertinent is the fact that you've done it. That's powerful. When you know now what you're trying to do is possible, you don't have to believe me when I tell you it's possible. You don't have to believe the community when the community tells you it's possible. You have to look at yourself and say, actually, I know it's possible because I've done it. Completely different. Use that same strength that you built to use, that you used to quit smoking. You can't just do that on accident as well. And so that took a deliberate focus, a deliberate effort. It took you understanding what the results were and wanting something different in your life. That incredible internal strength is the same strength you used to lose 85 pounds back in 2012. You know you can do this. So what I'm very proud about, and I think, the best part of your email was when you were deciding whether or not you were going to write in and celebrate a 49-pound weight loss or wait until it was actually 50. What I think the coolest thing is you recognize the importance of hitting a 49-pound weight loss, and that was the moment where you wanted to celebrate. Cool is you get to celebrate again 1 pound later. But think about that for a second, is had you waited and wait for these monster milestones along the way, and that's where you wait to celebrate, you miss opportunities along the way to celebrate some pretty cool things. This weight loss journey, this getting healthy, this getting fit, whatever you want to call it, this journey requires you every second of the day to recognize the things that you're doing that align with the goals that you've set. When you do the things that align with a goal and you start having the success that you're after, you need to celebrate every single one of them. Whether it's 49 pounds or 49.5 pounds or 49.8 pounds, celebrate that. And then when the scale tips over to 50, you celebrate that just as well. Those series of celebrations is what you're after. As you continue to celebrate on this journey, that's where you truly, truly find the success that you're looking for. I'm glad that you couldn't wait to write in. And so I think that's awesome. As I can just hear the mental debate in your head as you went through it, and you did it. You did it. You got it done. You are well on your way to doing whatever it is you're looking to do for success. I asked you, when I asked people to write down the five whys, I'm like, what are you hoping to get out of this journey? It's now time for you to figure out what is it that you're after. Find out truly, because if you know what it is you're after, you know you have the internal strength to get it. That's the cool part. You absolutely can get it done. So congratulations, Alice. Very, very proud of you. Keep up the amazing work. Out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, Life Changer 573 writes in, says, hey, I've recently discovered your podcast and I've really been enjoying listening. I'm finding the little dose of advice and encouragement helps me keep me on track for the day. When I started WW, I made an initial goal for myself that was the top of my BMI range, 145 pounds. I reached that goal in the middle of June and realized I wasn't quite where I wanted to be yet. I made a new goal for 10 pounds less than that, but I felt like I'd achieved my goal when I was still 3 pounds away from that number at 138. I have bounced between 135.5 and 138 ever since the beginning of August. I thought about it, and I readjusted my goal to 138. I just feel good where I am, and I switched to maintenance on the app about a week ago. Rather than being upset that I didn't hit this arbitrary number, I am happy and celebrating a month maintaining a weight that I feel good at. I am well within my healthy range. I don't get any charms for being at goal, and no one is going to pat me on the back for what I've accomplished, 42 pounds lost since mid-March. I did this for myself. But a little shout out from you would be great. It'd be a great exclamation point on my weight loss journey as I continue my life at maintenance. Thanks for all you do to encourage those of us working the program. So here's a shout out. Way to go. Way to understand the big picture in this journey. You heard earlier on this on the show, we talked about setting a weight that actually makes where you feel good. And so here you are bouncing around the program, trying to get down to 135, and then all of a sudden, you say, wait a minute, I'm actually happy somewhere between 135 and a half and 138. That's powerful. You're not trying to satisfy a scale number. Certainly, again, the scale plays a piece of it, but you're more concerned about satisfying your life than the simple response from a scale. That's what it is we're after. So keep on doing that. And so, here's the thing that I talk about all the time is that, we don't know, right? When you first walk in and you decided you want to, for years, you've neglected your health or you've neglected your weight, I guess. And we don't know what healthy looks like because we just, for so long, we haven't had that on our brain. Then someone asks us to pick a number. For many of us, that number isn't something we've seen in decades. So how can we determine what 140 looks like when we're not even anywhere near it, right? And so I find a hard time sometimes for people to just arbitrarily pick numbers for no reason. And so I asked someone in my meeting room the other night, it was actually a true conversation. I said, they picked a number, and I said, why did you pick that number? And it was a nice round number. I forget the exact number, but let's just say it was 140, right? And I said, why 140? Why not 141? Well, 140 sounds better. Yeah, but who cares? So if you're picking a number solely to pick a number, you're doing it wrong. What you got to do is you got to get to the point where you're happy, where you're healthy, where everything in your life is going well. It's at that point you hop on the scale and you say, this is it. Whatever the scale says this morning is what I'm going to call goal because I feel amazing at this number. And if you hop on the scale that morning and it says 138, you celebrate it. Right? And so that's what is the true victory in this email is that's what goal is. Goal is when you said, I got this. Goal is when you wake up every morning going, I love how I feel. I love the hard work I put in here and I want to maintain it because the life I have given myself is worth every single bit of this. So you said it in your email. You said, I just feel good where I am. And I switched to maintenance on the app about a week ago. I want to repeat that. I just feel good where I am. That's goal. That's what we're after. And so happy and celebrating a month into it, feeling good about it is what we're after. Keep on doing that. Congratulations on truly understanding the big picture in this journey. It's not about the scale. It's not about clothing sizes. It's truly about you living and being the best version of you. And when you're the best version of you, that's really powerful because then, I've seen this time and time again. I've witnessed it myself and I've seen it in so many other people as we get to this point where we solve this one piece in our life and so many other things start to fall in place and our confidence booms and sometimes jobs pick up and relationships pick up and everything is better when you're at goal. That's why I want you to get there. That's why I want every single person to push as hard as they can to get to that place in their life where everything just makes sense. There's a balance keeping it there, but when you get there, truly you are the best version of yourself and getting it done. So congratulations again. Keep up the amazing work for sure. Out of Mississippi, Heather writes in. She says, well, answering the 5 questions has helped me figure out my why. So many reasons I should want to be at goal. I began attending a Weight Watcher, a WW, as a teen with my mom who struggled for many years. My grandmother who loved to bake and encouraged extra servings, my pickiness, my love of sweets, and having a mom who was controlling, who wanted to help me. She helped me diet. It became the perfect storm of a weight gain. I joined and quit WW over and over again until I was able to reach lifetime after my 3rd and last child was born. It took a whole year to lose 30 pounds, and we went on a cruise. I gained 7 pounds. I never got back to goal. I truly felt as if I didn't have any support as to what to do to maintain. I gradually gained a few pounds a year until I was 76 pounds over my goal weight, and I was almost 50 years old. I told everyone that WW was the only thing that ever worked for me, but I couldn't stick with it to get back to where I had been. And 75 pounds seemed insurmountable to me. But I was miserable and I couldn't believe the person in the pictures was in fact me. I decided to try one more time 2 weeks before my 49th birthday. But this time was different. I didn't feel motivated at our sad little meeting and I had attended with my friend and many fellow WWs, Sharon. We quickly found your podcast and it was a game changer. The encouragement I didn't get in the meeting room, I got from the encouraging and being encouraged by Sharon and also from you, Fat Dag. I love your positivity. It's contagious. I can't thank you enough. I'm down 20 pounds with 58 to go, but I know I can do this until I reach goal. I have a great group of fit campers I work out with, a supportive husband who helps cook healthy meals, and I'm so thrilled at how I'm feeling and looking. My health is improving. Being a nearly empty nester has been a big life change, but I'm excited about where I am headed. I will write in when I reach goal, and I would love you to join you on the international tour next year. Until then, I'll just keep walking and listening. Your Mississippi wingman, Heather. Heather, great job using the 5 questions. The tool that I provide, I ask you 5 questions that helps you figure out how to determine your why. I think, we talk about on the show all the time is knowing why you're doing this is a piece that's going to keep you doing it long after you get there. Long after the game is over, long after you've hit that milestone, long after the scale says you're at goal, understanding why you started in the first place, understanding what you never want to go back to, understanding what you have accomplished, that's powerful, and that's that why. And so I developed those 5 questions. They're in a previous episode, but essentially I'm asking you, what are you expecting to get out of this journey? Who's responsible for your success? What's the hardest thing you've ever done in your life, and do you believe this journey could be easier or harder than that? What's stopping you? And do you believe you can do it? As you write out the answers to those 5 questions, usually sometimes writing it down is the first time you get a chance to find out what it is you're thinking. So often during the day, we're so busy with everything else that we don't have time to truly think about it, but forcing ourselves to put pen to paper gives us the time to finally, read what it is that we're thinking. So you're in a good spot. You understand what it takes to get this journey done. You certainly have been there in the past. Again, I always tell everyone starting out or restarting or starting anew, whatever the term you want to use, is that if you have done this before and found success, you're in a much better place because you now don't rely on anyone but you for the proof. You know it's possible. And so knowing it's possible makes it a heck of a lot easier to attempt to do it a second time or a third time. So what I want you to understand now is that it took you a whole year to lose 30 pounds. You went on the cruise, and what happened is you went on the cruise and you celebrated an amazing success story. I'm glad you did that, and so because that's an incredible piece to your journey. But what happens is so many times we celebrate the way our old body celebrates. We don't understand how to celebrate as a new, healthy, fit person. So you gained 7 pounds, no big deal, but it was at that point on, your lifestyle took back over and you hadn't cemented the new lifestyle in yet to continue on doing that. And then continue on as you go. I don't want you to feel as though 75 pounds is insurmountable. It's not. If you listen to the show any period of time, there have been countless people who have 75 pounds, 100 pounds, 200 pounds. The number is irrelevant. If you have weight to lose, it doesn't matter what the number is. You can lose it if you want it. 75 pounds really is just 1 pound 75 times, right? So if you've lost 1 pound, you just keep doing the actions that you've done, and those actions revolve around setting attendance goals, adding some physical activity, doing something fun, changing the way you eat, changing the way you live, being healthy, being positive. All those things will slowly add up to whatever amount of weight loss that you're looking for. We don't set ourselves up to lose a specific number. What we set ourselves up to do is be healthy. And so if you set yourself up to be healthy, live healthy, and make the best choices, then it really is 1 pound 75 times. It's not a 75-pound weight loss. I don't think anybody can lose 75 pounds, boom, overnight. So you've got to do it 1 pound at a time. Heck, you got to do it really 1 ounce at a time if that's what it takes. But what you have to do is instill those habits that will be with you for the rest of your life, that will enable you to continue to just live a happy, healthy life. And so there will be ups and downs. There will be some days where you gain. There'll be some days when you lose. There'll be periods of time when the scale goes up and all of a sudden you realize that, and then you just simply rely back on the new healthy habits that you developed to get it done. Congratulations on being down 20 in this go around. with 58 to go. And so really 58 is really 1 pound 58 times. That's really all it is. And so you built yourself a great support network. Hopefully you're in on the Wise Wingman Facebook group. If you're not, wisewingman.com certainly gets you in there. But having a great support group is instrumental. I certainly know having your fit campers, have people to work out with, having the folks on Connect as well. All of that plays into your healthy mindset. Follow people who inspire you. Follow people who motivate you. Follow people who put you in a place where you want to be them and emulate everything they're doing because you want that level of success. A shout out to your husband who helps cook healthy meals. That's awesome that he's doing that. But the last piece I want to address, and I made a note of this, and I probably should have opened up with your email, is the end of your email. I want to read it again. It says, I have a great group of fit campers I work with, a supportive husband who helps cook healthy meals. I'm so thrilled at how I'm feeling and looking. My health is improving. Being a nearly empty nester has been a blah, 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 blah. Did you see that? Did anybody pick up on that? In the middle of this story, she sneaks in, my health is improving. I like the way I look and feel. You need to open with that. If you understand that, if you are in a point in your journey where your health is improving, you need to lead with that. That's the piece you're after. My health is improving. Dear Fat Dag, my health is improving. I like the way I look and feel. Oh, and by the way, I'm in the middle of my weight loss journey. My health is improving is what we are all after in this journey. No one I've talked to ever in this journey says, you know what, Mike, I'm joining this program because I'm kind of healthy and I really want to kind of give that up for a little bit. I've never heard that. What I've heard is just the opposite. Is people come sometimes. A physical ailment does bring us to start this journey. I know that, and so when your health is improving, it's powerful stuff. It's powerful because you have given yourself that back. Right? I mean, there was a period in time when your health wasn't so good, but if it's improving. And so by you taking corrective action, you are improving your health as you get older. Typically, as we get older, we believe our health is going to deteriorate, but your health is improving as you get older. And it's all because you have taken the time to understand what this journey is all about. You've taken the time to answer the 5 questions. Figure out why you're doing this. And once you figure that out, you ask yourself along the way, is what I'm doing today helping me reach that goal, or is it pushing me further away from that goal? And so as you work the program, you continue to make more choices that support your goal and align with your goal and move you towards that goal than you do choices that stall you or move you the other way. Judy chimes in from Facebook and says, be kind to ourselves. Be kind to yourself, figure out your why, work the plan slowly, 1 pound at a time. If you do that, I want you to write in, I want you to celebrate, and let's share it on the air. Go to fatdag.com, click on the Wise Advice podcast link to send in your celebrations, your comments, your questions. I'll work them in as part of the show. I want you to email in your celebration because I want you to be absolutely proud of what you're doing. I want you to be the prize. I want other people to see what success looks like, sounds like. I want them to go, I want that too. Because everything you're doing, when you can improve your health, I don't think too many people think that's a benefit. We a lot of times we just think we just want to lose weight, but as we say, you know what, actually my health is improving, and you share that. There was someone right now listening who probably isn't in the best shape of their life who is saying, I want to be healthy too. And well, heck, if her health is improving, I may give it a shot. I may join the community. I may see what this whole getting healthy thing is all about. That's why I want you to share it, because when you share it, other people find success through your journey. You become the inspiration. You become the role model. You're out there getting it done. Well, that's going to do it for this time. Remember that losing weight and getting healthy has nothing to do with luck. You have to remain disciplined and focused. Set your sights on your goal and go after it. I wish you good focus. Whoop, whoop. Let's see, stop. Yay, I recorded it. Whew. I always like when that happens. Makes it a lot easier. So cool. So that's it. Episode 224 in the books. And good to see you. I saw you earlier, but I didn't have a chance to interrupt the show to do it. But Ann says 224 in the books. By being here, we've all been kind to ourselves. I completely agree. Completely agree. So woo. Yeah, 224 is in the book. It's funny when I write the show. I print your emails out and then I read them, and then I try and remember all that. But there was a piece that I missed, and I want to kind of just after hit it. Let's see if I can find it. I guess I lost it. Oh, here it is. It was in email number 2 from Lori. So Lori, if you're here, this is it. It said I started from my 4th. In parentheses, she put I think in final time. No. There's no thinking, right? Just do it. This is your fourth and final time. Done. The second you say I think, you're instilling a little bit of doubt into that, and you're giving yourself permission to think that you can start over again at some other point, which is fine, sure, if you need to. But I don't want you to quit. There's nothing to quit if you're changing your life. So Lori, get rid of the I think part of your 4th and final journey. Let's lock it in and solidify it for once and for all. So cool. Judy, right? Decide. Slam down the gavel. Bam! Right. I know. Amy, thank you for that. Thank you for being here. Amy says, thanks, Mike. Great show. So, it's fun. I tell you, I can't wait to be fully retired. I think here's my vision 10 months into the future, right? Completely my vision. But my vision is 10 months from now, we will be doing this show every single day, and we'll be doing it in the middle of the day, because I will have those hours will be freed up to do this, and we will just be kind of getting this all done. So Stacy here over on Instagram says, I just got off work and I arrived just in time for the ending. I'll watch the recorded one while I cook. Very cool. Very fun. Let's see. Melody says, how many times does it matter? Only this time does. Right. Gotcha. So Lisa's 4th, I think I took to mean it might be the 5th already, but not that. I gotcha. You're right. So you're right. Good catch. I missed that. It does say I started for my 4th, I think, and final time. So yes, got it. You're right. Whew. I'm glad I didn't mention it during the show. Only you guys know the secret. So cool. But yes, the point is valid, right? But cool, awesome. Whew. And you guys are way better at this than me. Way better at this. Melody says, nor does the length of time matter either. No, as long as you're making steady progress. You get to determine what steady means, but if you're making steady progress in the direction you're headed, it doesn't matter how long it takes. And by steady progress, I mean the trend line. So if you keep going down as a trend line, there's some ups and downs, but predominantly it's down, you're doing well. So Marcia says, I'm getting complacent and it's scaring me. So Marcia, you've written down your why. Now is the time to revisit it. Because that's the deal, right? Complacency is real. It's out there. You start feeling better, you start looking better, and you're like, I feel great. But you want to just feel even better than that. So go back to all the way to the beginning, reread your why, reread the program materials, and say, no. I had bigger goals when I started. I'm going to knock them off and accomplish them. So very cool. Corey says, I was doing a workout during the show. Another great one. Thank you for that. We'll get one in. We'll get a bunch in this week. My week is kind of light this week. I don't have a ton going on this week, so that'll be kind of cool. So I anticipate, it's always danger when I say it out loud, but Wednesday for sure. It'd be fun to do one tomorrow night too. This is the favorite, I have a lot of favorite things in my week. I have a meeting in the middle of the day on Mondays that are my favorite thing in the middle of the day. Doing this is the favorite thing I do at night. It's just so much awesomeness. Susie, you're welcome. Thank you for being here as well. Always good to see you. We're coming to New York March 23rd, coming back to New York City, so woohoo. Let's see. Brenda says, I love your episode 72 on complacency. It really helped me. Thank you so much. I think what I need to do, I think I need to go listen to episode 72, and I need to work that into a future episode so it doesn't continue to get buried. Because I'm going to probably turn this over to this will probably be the last episode for season 2. And then once WW makes her announcement on October 4th, I will roll into future episodes will be season 3. So that we can kind of, because what's happening is some of the stuff in some of the earlier episodes is outdated if you're following the program, and so the mental piece is the same, right? But some of the actual specifics are outdated. So I'll roll into season 3 really, really soon. So we'll celebrate. This will be the end of season 2. Pamela said, let's go back from 17 days touring London, Scotland, and Ireland, stayed mindful and walked 105. I can't see more again. So walked a lot, I bet. Very cool. Stephen, good to see you again. Thanks for being here. Steve says, enjoy the show. Stephen, look, I just want you to know, look, didn't have to go far to get it. You remember this? I don't know if you remember that. You sent me that when you hit 10%. I don't know if you remember that on 8/8. Look at that, 8/8/17. Dude, don't act surprised. I keep it right here with mine. Yep, don't act surprised that I still have it. Dude, if you send me stuff, I'm keeping it. I'm telling you that right now. Because you took that was you earned this. And you told me to hang on to it for you, so I did. Yep. I don't know. I care. I guess I care about this stuff, guys. Hi. Carrie says hi. Hey, I'm from Chesterton, not Charleston. Did I say Charleston? I don't think so. Maybe. So Chesterton. Is it 10 or town? Chesterton. I'm going to say Chesterton. Bev says I was complacent far too long. Back on track. So, there's some cool things about complacency, guys. And I didn't say this before, but the cool thing about complacency is complacency gives you some time to work on some other goals. But that's where balance now comes into play, because you have to kind of balance them. So I'll work that into a future episode. That's kind of an interesting topic. Look at that. Melody says, I am 4 pounds away from hitting 100 pounds. Very proud. Very nice. Jamie says, when are you going to New York again? For sure, I'm going March 23rd is the next scheduled trip. There may be an opportunity for me to be in New York somewhere between now and March. I don't have a lot of details. Nothing solid, but there are some opportunities for me to get this goal planning stuff done and do some cool stuff in New York. So, but for sure, March 23rd, New York. And we're planning, Keith is planning some, Keith, let me tell you this. Keith is trying to get the Empire State Building colored red, white, and blue for our visit in March. I'm just telling you, if he can pull that off, I'll be, my hat's off to the man. So, very fun. Oh, Karen says, I attended the Mondag chat on Discord for the first time today. It was fun. So, yeah, it was fun. So, for those of you who don't know, one of the things that, I struggle with is engagement. I love this community. I love everything we do together, but I just can't reach out to all hundreds of thousands of us. So, for those who've stepped up to be a patron supporter, we do a special chat on Mondays, Mondag. If I'm off from my normal job doing that, then we do a special chat through there so that you can find the details. Go to fatdag.com, click on the orange Become a Patron link. It launches you in, and we do an hour chat every single Monday, Mondag. It's so much fun. So, Karen, it was good to see you there for sure. Thanks for popping in and reminding me about that. Let's see. Keith says, edit the mention of your New York trip. I'm not ready. Keith is paying attention. I know. Keith is that dude. I mean, I don't know if you guys dude's amazing. His brain is something that I wish I had half of. Very fun. Carrie says, Porter, Northwest Indiana. Yes, it's a ton. Got it. I think so. Susie says, I have the site access for coloring the spears on the skyline if the Empire State Building doesn't work out. Okay, that's the goal. We're doing it. We are making it happen. Public declaration right now. We're gonna make it happen. I don't know how. So how fun would that be, though? Very fun. All right, cool. All right, let's go. Let's wrap this up. I want to get the podcast released. I want you guys to go to bed. I want you guys to get 8 hours of sleep. Hey, real quick. So it's always fun to share. Check this out. So my Withings Steel HR has a sleep tracker in it, right? And so last night, I want to show this because I was just impressed. Last night, my sleep score was, where'd it go? Where did my sleep score go? 84. Look at that. Can you see it? No, it doesn't work. Anyway, my sleep score last night was 84. I got 7 hours, 56 minutes of sleep last night. Regularity, it was good. Interruptions, only one time. And so it was good. So, yeah. Whew. That's not normal for me, so I was very proud of that. So, all right, wrap it up. Thank you for being here always. Dina says, I've been gone every single Monday for the chat, hoping it works for me to get involved in one soon. We may discuss moving it to a different date and time. I did. You never got 84, Susie? I'm gonna screen capture that and send it to you right now. And Twitter, 84. It's my best night ever. So, all right. Well, I'm just rambling now. So you guys pack up, go home. But have a good night. We will see you on the next time we get together. Let's plan on tomorrow night for sure. Wednesday night for sure. Tomorrow night for hopeful. Let's do that. Okay. All right. So Instagram folks, thank you for being here. We'll see you soon. Have a good night, and I wish you good focus. Let's see, YouTube, thanks for you, 57 minutes and 4 seconds. That's a pretty good show. So thank you for being here. Thanks for being part of this journey with us. And I wish you as well good focus. So good night. Bye-bye.